Warning, if you have not read Naruto, the 7th Hokage Scarlet Spring, you might want to read that to see the differences that I'm talking about in this video. Other than that, you don't really need it. Stay tuned, enjoy the video, and subscribe. Alright, what's poppin'? What's good, everybody? So today we're talking about Boruto, Naruto, Next Generations, and I want to talk about Shin Uchiha. Shin Uchiha is a really well-developed character so far, but I do want to say a few things about the Boruto anime that I'm loving. I'm loving the balance between the slice of life and the seriousness in Boruto, rather than just being strictly not filler and then strictly having whole arcs full of filler and then coming back for 2 episodes and then a whole nother arc of filler like in Naruto Shippuden. Right now, some people say Boruto, Naruto Next Generations is really boring because of the slice of life component. Nobody cares, and a lot of people don't care about the filler aspects of it. As to what it really is, honestly, is that Boruto is really building up its character development. It's doing something that Shippuden failed to do, and I feel like you need to have a strong basis with the characters, at least know how the characters interact in the village all together before they all go off into their squadrons. And that's something to see, because we already know once Boruto, Sarada, and Mitsuki get together, you're going to see less of the other characters unless the tuning exams and other parts of the story we don't know about yet. But Shin Uchiha. So, bottom line, the episode goes into Sarada and Chocho actually starting their journey to go find their parents or their dad or whatever. And it's generally kind of mysterious because I guess Chocho shouldn't already know who her dad is. It's just she didn't realize that when you're sick, you don't really pay attention. And that's relatable. But I'm just like, it was it's something missing with the whole Chocho thing. It's just comic relief at this point. Now, Shin Uchiha is what I want to touch on because I honestly don't remember his power too much when I was reading Naruto, the 7th Hokage Scarlet Springs. Shin Uchiha is possibly one of the survivors and descendants of, you know, the Uchiha clan besides Sarada and Sasuke Uchiha. Now, I do want to say generally that I am excited because Shin Uchiha is a character that we didn't get to see too much of back then. We saw decently just for the 7th Scarlet Spring thing in the manga, but in the anime, they animated that whole scene wonderfully. And showing Naruto off actually using the Nine-Tails chakra that we haven't seen in almost since episode really 500 of Naruto Shippuden. It was really nice to see, you know, Hokage Naruto put in a little bit of work. Now, Shin Uchiha has, I believe his power is to have remote control weapons. And that's really well, because at the same time, it's not really spectacular, to be honest with you, because you have millions of characters at Naruto at this point that have masteries over weapon control. Hence Tenten, sadly, for all the people that hate Tenten. And you have, I don't know, Darui has weapons. I think Akashi can use almost all the weapons before he lost his Sharingan and stuff like that. He was using Zabuza's sword like a boss. Now, is his Kekkei Genkai the ability to break down weapons and control them? Is that something he can do? Because Naruto said in this episode, yo, your power, remote control weapons. And I'm like, that's new, because they're making it sound like it's new or like we never seen it before. But I feel like it's just for the newer generation of Naruto fans, aka Boruto people that are coming into the fray. Because it's something they don't want to really confuse, but they want to keep lore to the series. Now, the cool part about this episode was Sarada versus Chocho. The one big thing that held them back was they're just trying to protect the food. I'm like, okay, you're going to try to protect the food, but not your guys' lives. It kind of bothered me low-key. It was kind of a little bit bothersome. But y'all get my gist. Y'all get what I'm talking about. And I honestly believe that Shin Uchiha is a powerful Uchiha, just not fleshed out as of yet. Like, he's no match of Naruto and Sasuke at Hokage Prime or Wanderer's Prime for Sasuke's role. But I do believe that generally that if Shin Uchiha was to join Elite Village and join the class of Boruto, he will probably mop everybody. I think he has the most potential in the young age group to actually fade him. He almost faded Chocho and Sarada, by the way. Now, overall, my final thoughts on this episode was that Boruto really was doing really nice. It was a really nice episode. It was a little bit of slice of life, a lot of seriousness, a little bit of action. And that's a balance for a perfect episode of Boruto Naruto Next Generation, or anime in general, to be honest with you. It wasn't like 30 seconds of action, but it was always something at a twist and turn each episode. And that's something Kishimoto does well. Something that keeps you enticed and wanting to keep watching the episode. Even though recently Boruto, the first arc ending was kind of flat to a lot of people because it was just abrupt, or the slice of life a lot of people don't like. I pretty much love it because I get to see the characters. I care about the characters growing as people and seeing how they're relatable to me, you know, or just to the show itself, the atmosphere. You got to realize that everything in Boruto and Naruto, period, is revolved around the Elite Village. So the everyday activities in the Elite Village is very well important to showing a character's development, and that leads into new jutsu moves and various other things. That being said, comment, rate, subscribe. Avataryaya is out. I'm done. Tell me how you feel about the episode. Do you guys like Shin Uchiha? And remember, you guys are golden, and that is raw.